Welcome back. We have Tracy Moffett joining us from Royal LePage West Wind. Congratulations on your recent wedding and honeymoon. You just got back.
Thank you. Yes, I did. We just got back not that long ago, actually. A few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, maybe even.
And now back into the thick of it.
Yeah, back into the work routine and life and Christmas.
Yes.
There's like, what, 3 weeks left today?
3 weeks today, Bill said earlier.
Yeah, I haven't even started.
It comes up quick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It comes up quick for sure.
Does. Yeah.
Well, we welcome you back, and it's nice to have you back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're talking today about a hot button topic about the proposed Ajax mine. It has its opponents and it has people who are not upset about it. But how does it affect real estate? A lot of people I know that live in Aberdeen and the Saheli areas are wondering, what does this mean for property values? Speaking with you in the green room a few minutes ago, you were suggesting that you really haven't seen any effect of any large proportion at this point.
No, the biggest, effect that we've seen is conversation, basically. People are talking about it. People are concerned about it. They want to know sort of, what's happening. Is there going to be a big environmental effect? That sort of stuff. There's lots of questions being asked, but I haven't seen any statistics in those areas to prove that people are moving out or moving in, based on the mine, coming in.
We can take a look at these visuals that we have. It just sort of gives you a feel from each of the bedroom communities that are closest to the mine as to where in proximity this proposed mine would be going up. Those will be coming up right about now. They show you the different areas and their proximity. That'll be in just a minute. But my curious question is, Tracy, is, there's thought as to, say hypothetically, it does go ahead. Will this affect real estate in a bad way or a good way? Because I've heard people say, if it goes ahead, possibly the workers that will work there will want to live close by. It might be a good time to sell then, based on the fact people want in. It might be good for property value. What are your thoughts?
Well, you know what? I think it comes back to location, location, location. And depending on the specific view of the individual, personally, I feel that it'll definitely increase in those areas, because we're talking about hundreds of workers coming into this mine, and they want to be close to where they work. So we've seen it with New Gold. People that are working already at New Gold are residing in these same areas that we're talking about, and I think that it's going to happen if this mine was to come in into play as well. So I see an increase in the value of homes in these particular areas.
Have you personally had clients come to you and say, I'm thinking about selling because I live in this area?
You know what? The people that are buying and selling in these areas are still buying and selling for the same reasons as before. Whether it's an emotional move, or a personal move, divorce, job transfer, people downsizing. Those are the same reasons why people are buying and selling now. So, we haven't seen anybody say, well, I'm moving out of here because I don't want to be close to the mine or anything like that by any means. And I just, it's business as usual in those areas.
Interesting.
Yeah, a lot of conversation, but just no statistics to back it up.
Okay, so it's still, we might see that change when we see whether or not it gets the green light. Then there might be some action.
Yeah.
But it's hard to say.
Yeah.
I know for surely one family in Aberdeen and a second family that's thinking about it that has actually sold their house and moved out.
And gotten out.
And so it's interesting to see that. That's just one. It doesn't mean everybody's doing it, but that is one that I know. Another that's humming and hawing, wondering maybe they'll get that better deal to sell once the mine, if it goes through. If they might get a better deal after that, because a family employed by the mine might come in and buy. Is it a better time then? So there's some interesting questions that are being created as a result of this.
Yeah, and those areas that we're talking about too, Aberdeen, Pine Butte Valley, Knutsford, they're great areas. There's a lot of wonderful amenities in those areas. I mean, there's a new school in Aberdeen, there's the fire hall, there's close proximity to shopping. So they've got a lot to offer. And if one person doesn't find that attractive, I know that there'll always be other people out there that will find that attractive. And I just, I don't see any long-term negative effects to these areas. However, we don't have a crystal ball. But you know, you just got to stay positive and think that it's going to be a good thing, and I really truly believe that it will be.
Yes, perhaps this is an issue that we will revisit in a year from now or 2 years from now when we know what the future looks like. At this point, there isn't really a definitive, to my knowledge, a definitive date when we are expecting to hear the yes or no answer.
No, and that's just it. I think we might be a little premature in trying to guess what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. As far as I know, I think there's more information coming out in the new year, and we'll have to sort of see where it goes from there. But I mean, there's a lot of economic spin-off that comes from every real estate transaction that people have to remember too. You know, every transaction that happens, there's approximately about $40,000 of spin-off business, whether it's renovations in that home they've just purchased, appliances, you know, everything is, you know, down to towels and bedding and stuff like that. So there's a lot of spin-off business that comes from real estate transactions. So obviously the more transactions that happen, the better it is for the community.
Interesting topic. I appreciate you speaking about it today. And, you know, it's something that hasn't been decided yet, but it's interesting to hear what the early conversation is like. So.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here today.
You're welcome.
And again,
not a problem.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, if you have any questions for Tracy Moffett looking at buying or selling, TRACYMOFFETT.com as well. The number on your screen, 374-1461. Back in 2 minutes with our wonderful weather forecast. Stay with us.